Hello everyone, I am Krunal Panchal, working as an assistant professor in Computer Engineering Department at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome all to the video lecture series of operating system with respect to the syllabus of Gujarat Technological University. In this session, we are going to discuss what is command, the definition of command, then what are the basic instruction we need to follow when we are dealing with commands. Okay, and then we will see the ch mode command, change mode command. Okay, so let us start. The first one, what is command? So in Unix file system or in Unix operating system, commands means it is nothing but a executable program, or we can say pre-compiled program. Every command is an exe, we can say. Every command is nothing but exe. It is an instruction to the operating system. Command is nothing but we are giving the instruction to the operating system. So that's why it is called exe, or we can say executable program. Okay, so this is nothing but the basic definition of command that you need to understand. Now the next one is instruction of Unix commands. Means before going to jump into the basic level commands, okay, you need to understand and you need to remember the basic rules to use the Unix command. So the very first rule is what? All commands are case sensitive. All commands are case sensitive. It means what? It make a difference if you write it in a uppercase letter or the same stuff if you write in a lowercase letter. So you need to keep these things in your mind. The Unix commands are case sensitive. Second, every command should be in lowercase. Every command should be written in lowercase. That things you have to keep in your mind. The third basic level instruction that you need to keep in your mind is all commands should be started with alphabet character. All command should be started with alphabet character. The fourth instruction is commands should not contain unnecessary special characters. It should not contain unnecessary special characters. And the fifth one and the last one, all commands are keyword or reserved word. Okay, so these instructions, or you can say rule, you need to remember whenever you are dealing with Linux commands. Okay, so now the next topic is Unix file permissions. So let us go to the terminal. I'm showing you how we can use the various permissions of Unix file system. So suppose if I'm going to open one file like get my file. Okay, so I have created one sample file called as my file, and I'm going to show you the default permission of that file. Okay, ls-l, it means what? It ls-l, it means what? It is long listing format. -l means, and it show me the permissions, these details. So where is file permission? So in this case, this starting from second character to this up to this is nothing but a file permission, and this uh, portion we are looking for in this session with detail. So file permissions in Unix. First of all, I need to tell you the elaboration of these permissions. As I told you in the previous session, the first character is nothing but indicates what? A type of file, whether it is a directory or a file. If you found, the first character is hyphen, obviously it is nothing but a ordinary file. So this is nothing but a file, and file name is my file. Okay, now we are looking for this portion only, because remaining stuff we have discussed already in the previous session. So in this case, this is nothing but these my file permission. Okay, so the first portion rwx, the first portion rw hyphen, okay, this portion is dedicated for owner, or you can say user of this file, who is created this file. Okay, so that permission is located here. So the default, this is nothing but a default permission. So default permission of owner, or you can say user, is R stands for read, W stands for write, and hyphen stands for no, nothing. Okay, hyphen stands for no permission. So means default permission of this file, as far as owner, or you can say user of this file is concerned, is this user can read this file as well as write something in this file. Okay, hyphen, you can change this permission. Instead of hyphen, you can change it with the help of E stands for executable file. So right now these I am not able to execute this file because I do not have that permission. Okay, I can change it. I will show you how we can change that permission. Now the next group is nothing but again RW hyphen. It means what? This group, this is nothing but a group. Okay, and the last one, this last group R hyphen hyphen, R hyphen hyphen is nothing but it is dedicated for other users. It is dedicated for other users. The first group is dedicated for owner, or say user. Second group is dedicated for group of users, and the third one is dedicated for others. Okay, so this is nothing but a file permission. Okay, now how we can change this file permission? This is the default file permission, but if I want to execute, or if I want to make it writable for others, okay, how we can change the permission? So there is one command in Unix called chmod. Chmod stands for change mode. Chmod stands for change mode. So chmod command we have to use for that. But before that, there are two ways through which we can do these things. So in Unix, file permission can be changed in two ways. First one is symbolic mode. Symbolic mode, like this. We can assign or change the Unix file permission in two ways. First one is symbolic mode, in which we have to use plus sign, minus sign, and is equal to sign. Okay. And second one is absolute mode, in which we need to use the octal number system. And you know very well octal number system starting from 0 to 7. This is the range of octal number system. So these two type of mode we will discuss and in detail, and through which we can change the file permission. Okay, so let us discuss the first one. First one is nothing but symbolic mode. So as you know very well, in symbolic mode we need to use plus, minus, and is equal to change the permission of the existing file. So how we can change it? So obviously you need to use first. So just I am going to clear this. Okay, ls-l. This is the default permission of this file called my file, and now I need to change this permission with the help of chmod command by using which mode? Symbolic mode. So what I will do, you need to remember the first group is nothing but user. So we will use, if you want to change any permission over here, okay, any change if you want in this portion, so you need to use u. Okay, if you want to assign a permission, okay, you need to use plus sign. If you want to remove the existing permission, you need to use minus sign. Okay, and if you want to assign a permission, okay, in that case you need to use equal to. So let us uh, change, say for example, in user mode right now it has only read and write permission. Now if I want to change, so chmod user, first one is user group, then if I want to assign, so I will use plus over here, I will use plus over here, and I need to assign what? The third privilege, or you can say rights in this file is, say for example, executable. If I want to make it executable, so plus key I need to use, and then file name. File name is my file. Okay. So it giving me the error. Why? Because in this case I need to use u hyphen. For example, suppose if I want to assign all the privileges, okay, u user mode permission, okay, plus executable. If you want to make it executable, what you have to do is you need to use x executable. Okay, u plus x. So means what? I'm adding executable permission over here. So again, if I want to see the reflection in the output, see in the previous case my file is showing in white color. Now if I change this permission, it show me in a green color. It means what? Now this file is executable file. Okay, if you want to make it executable, what you can do is you need to use plus x over here. So you can change, you can see initially in this case rw hyphen, now it is rwx. So I have added one more privilege is in user mode. Clear? Okay. Now if I want to come back from this, so what I will do, if I want to come back, so instead of plus, if I don't want this executable permission in user case, so definitely I will use minus over here. Now if I check it, yes, now again it will be it is showing me in ordinary file. Now it is not executable file, okay, in which the x permission is gone. Okay, so you can see from the output. Now same way, if you want to change some other permissions, you can do it. Like say for example, if you want to make it in user mode, suppose if you don't want write permission, so you can write like this u minus w. You can mention multiple permissions, whatever you want, with the help of comma. So like say for example, other permission you can use, and whatever the read permission I need to change it. I need to omit that read permission from owner. If I want to add, say for example, I want to remove write permission of owner, in this way you can do it. So ls-l. So you can see the user write permission is gone. Yes, write permission is gone. Then as far as others is concerned, read permission is gone. Yes, G minus W means what? Now it is not there, only read permission is there. Okay. So whenever we have the user can read this file, a group of users can read this file, but others cannot read this file. But if I am a owner, I can only read this file. If I want to change something, or you can see if I want to add something in existing file, I cannot do it. Suppose if I want to read this file, I can read it because that permission I have my file. Okay, I can read it. But if I want to change, if I want to add something in this file, so what I will do, definitely I will use this operator. Okay, append operator. But it show me the error like permission denied, means what? You do not have this permission, okay, for modification, because you have only read permission of this file. So you can, I hope you can understand these things. Okay, now you can use, is equal to as well. Suppose if you want to use, we have used plus sign, we have used minus sign. Now if you want to use the is equal to, so how we can use, so user is equal to, say for example, executable. So now the existing file, user mode file, is now executable file. The color is changed, means what? It is executable file. So I can execute that file. So u is equal to x. Okay. So the file becomes executable in this case. Okay. If you want to use, if you want to change like this, say for example, others, if you want to give all access to others, so you can write like this: others is equal to rwx. So you can see all the permissions in other, yes, rwx, like this. Okay. If you want to use shortcut, if you want to provide read write access to all the different types of users we have, so in that case what you can do is, instead of o, you can write like this: a means all. So it will give read write and executable permission to all, okay. So let us check. Yes, so read write, the file would be executable, then RWX, RWX, and RWX. So in this way you can use the symbolic mode to change the file permission. Okay, or you can say assign the file permission. Now the next mode is nothing but absolute mode. But absolute mode we will see in the next session, because we cannot finish the absolute session in time. So the absolute mode we will see, it uses octal number system to assign the file permission, to change the file permission, that we'll see in the next session. So thanks for watching this video.